thank you for watching my videos again. I am Katie, and this time I will be showing you how my first 3 pages of the month look like after I really use them. So you know about my bullet journal. As I said before, I recommend that if you can, you use a dotted bullet journal, but if you can't, it's completely fine. We can do many great things with any other notebook. So here it is. As I told you before, I do a cover/calendar as one layout. I like how that works for me. In this case, I chose another picture of this girl who's lying down and sleeping. Why? Because I don't know, winter reminds me of sleeping and holidays. And maybe I'm just a little bit lazy, but I like to rest a lot if possible, which sometimes it isn't. Anyway, but yeah, I like this picture and I wanted to do something a little bit different, not the, you know, red and white and green sort of theme and coloring. So I wanted to do something a little bit different. And I saw this pack of washi that has these 3 colors. Again, is Scotch expressions, and I really like them, like especially these white, that if you hopefully you can see it clearly, has this like glittery feeling, and it reminded me of snow, and I don't have a lot of snow here in the south. So maybe that's why I picked it out, but I liked it. And then I like the combination of these 2 colors. This one, it's a bit abstract. It might be some just random shapes, or it might be constellations or something like that. And it also has a little bit of a silver coloring with the pink, which I really like how it contrasted the coloring. And then this one that I really like the color, even though it reminds me of math, you know, like I don't know, 3rd grade math, when you have like operation, well, not even 3rd grade, probably from preschool, they're looking at these symbols. But anyway, I thought they were really nice. And even if my math washi didn't agree with the whole Christmassy themey, wintry themey, well, I just decided to go for it and use them. So that's the washi that I use. So here you can see the glittery, here you can see my constellation pink. This time I did do a little bit of lettering, if you can call it that. It's very simple, just like a drop shadow. And I use a marker to decorate it. It's a BrushTip marker. This is probably a darker color than the one that I use. You can see the tip. This one's really flexible. I started using these sort of markers not so long ago. I'm not an expert by any stretch of the imagination, but I am really ambitious and want to do great things with them, because I really like to use paintbrushes, and they're not exactly the same. But I like them, and I really want to learn how to use them more effectively. So, well, it's not really lettering or anything, but I did color them with this sort of marker pen. And I'm going to show you more in a little bit. And then, well, my whole calendar with the dates and everything. And as I told you before, I used my trusty pen from Lemome to write on it. So again, it's nothing super fancy, it's simple, it's not really hard to do, and I think it looks great. And then you can see the events that I had that month, like my work party and Christmas Eve and whatnot. I mean, God forbid I forget the festivities in December. And then this is how my pages look full. This is not exactly, this is the memory pages. This is not exactly how I fill them up though. I usually just write different sort of words that created memories for me in that month. But this time I just did some sort of like a letter, memory letter, or like a diary for the month of December. And then I have my thankfulness page with two stickers, one for December, another one says thank you, and this is actually me writing with one of my brush pen markers. In this instance, I use again a Sakura Pigma brush, which is again not as easy to use as you would think, or as I thought it would be. And I'm gonna show you how to do them in a little bit. And like I was telling you, I use a lot of stickers. Here are some samples of the stickers that I use. Some I get them from the internet, some I do them on my computer, just print them off. For example, this is the label of a blouse that I bought that I really like, and here is like a quote, everything's possible. Then I have stickers for my annual calendar that I just realized is too small for actually being part of my calendar. And then I have another sticker for my wish list, and one that, you know, maybe I'll use for January. So usually this is how my December page looks like. I'm gonna show you, or not December, my memories page looks like. Eventually I'm gonna show you how it really looks like. This is a different month, or it was a different month, and it just came out of as an entry, as a writing entry, but usually it's just words and things that I appreciate for that month. And like I told you, I'm trying to be very mindful about how thankful I am and how grateful I am for a lot of the things that I have going on in my life. So this is sort of how it looks like when they're already completed. And I wanted to show you in a piece of paper how it works. Like I've been showing you these Sakura Pigma brushes and markers that I have around. It comes in a pack of 6. You can see that there's 2 red ones, the brush that I already showed you, and the graphic that is a 1 in thickness. Then I also have the 08 that I've recently been using a lot. I don't know why, I usually go for the thinner ones. And then I have the 03, which is what I have as well. And then the 005, which is super thin and sometimes it's scary to write in. And it also comes with a mechanical pencil. I'm not a super fan of pencils unless I'm drawing, but if I'm gonna write something with pencil, it will be with a mechanical pencil, because I can control the thickness, I guess, of the lines that I draw. And let me show you a little bit of how they work. So this is my pen. I was telling you that it's like an 07. So this is how it writes every day. I'm gonna show you the thinnest. The 03 is the one that I usually use for titles and things. As you can see, it's not that thick. This is the one I've been obsessed with for a while. For whatever reason, I've been liking the thickness of it, and this one too. With this one, you can draw really well. You can see the thickness of it. And then we have the brush. So as you can see, you have to have a very nice like, you have to pay attention to what you're doing if you want to do it correctly. And you can always go back and just correct your mistakes. But like I was telling you, this sort of brush pens, especially when the tip it's flexible, it has its art to be able to handle them. And like I was telling you, this markers, it's quite a very nice amount of pens or brush pens that come in this package. They were a gift, and I think they were bought at Barnes & Noble or something like that, and I really like them because it has a lot of colors and I can play around with them. Like I have to press really hard if I want to make the line thicker, but it might be just me that I'm just getting used to these sort of paint brushes or marker, not paint brushes but markers. Anyway, so here you can see how easy or difficult it is to use them. And well, this is what I wanted to show you today. So hopefully you like my video, and maybe you're wondering of what else I have there in my monthly bullet journal, and I'll make sure to make a video of that. Please let me know if your comments, if you have a memories collection or a thankfulness page in your monthly bullet journal, which is what I have. And like the video, share with your friends, and hope to see you soon. Thank you.